What's got you fucking I don't want to sleep motherfuckers? Okay, listen, relax. The morning bell is gonna come at 9:30. Then you get the 4 o'clock. It's still gonna come. Get some hours of sleep. But if you can't, I'm here for you. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Let me pull this fucking away before I start looking like fucking Benny the fucking ogre. All right, let me plant this here. Man, fuck it, it works. Fuck the thing is moving. All right, fuck it. Listen, let me give you a quick story on one day how we almost lost Benny and Mike. And the reason I'm telling this story is because it was a night like today, a hot fucking night in New York City, when those two fucking momos almost disappeared into the Atlantic. I was just talking to somebody in the family, and we started talking about it, and I haven't thought about that episode in the years, but here's how it goes. Okay, for all you guys that know New York, you know New York City has two rivers. It's the East River and the Hudson. So it's basically two rivers that feed into the Atlantic Ocean, okay? Benny and Mike never got that part of fucking geography. They had no idea. They just saw the Hudson River and like, what the fuck? It's like a big swimming pool. Anyway, there was this fucking guy in the neighborhood. He was always fucking coming across fucking things. Hey, listen, somebody gave me a car. You know, I don't want the car because I got my car. If you want to buy the car, if you want to take it, fucking rent it out for the week, whatever, take it. He was just kind of guy that was always coming into things. People were just saying, listen, you know, John, I don't want this car, this fucking house. This guy fucking lived like that. Everything was like somebody was giving him something. He was a real fucking cool guy though. But one day, the fucking worst mistake ever, the worst gift that could ever be gifted to him. Somebody, I'm gonna give you the background on John, because that motherfucker's another retard. He was older than us, but let me just tell you what he was. He was a doorman in a Upper West Side, very wealthy, affluent building. But he was a cool motherfucker, and people just liked him. Okay? John Rivera. Motherfucker was a solid, beautiful motherfucker. So people in the building, they would just give him things. Like, I don't want this car no more. I'm not gonna drive. I'm just gonna take cabs. Fucking people give him cars and shit like that. Whatever. He was a hilarious guy. But he was cool. He was always, you know, giving stuff out. So anyway, Benny and Mike, that's their uncle. So one day, John comes over and he tells them, you know, listen, guys, fellas, somebody gave me something. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. It's fucking Benny's ears like that. What is it? What fine gift have you received? All of a sudden, fucking John says, nah, I got a fucking sailboat. The fuck, I'm not gonna go sailing. I don't even know how to swim. So for me, because I grew up part of my life down in Puerto Rico also, I had the ocean up to my fucking ear. When I see fucking sand, I get irritated. I fucking hate sand. It gets everywhere. You feel it days later. I'm like, what the fuck? What kind of washing machine do I have? Did Hyundai build it? It's like sand. I fucking hate it. Either way, okay? Benito goes, where's this sailboat parked? I know, you dock a sailboat, not park it. But for Benny, you know, love the motherfucker, okay? So he told him, listen, the fucking boat's down in the boat basin. They're telling me that the guy hasn't, you know, been on it for a while, but it's good to go. You know, if you guys want to do something with it. Fuck Coast Guard safety certification. Fuck training. Fuck getting a mentor salesperson. So Benny and Mike said, all right, fuck it. Let's go down there. So he took the information, went down to the boat basin. It's like 79th Street. Have all the fucking boats there, the marina for New York City. And all of a sudden, Benny and Mikey, they find the fucking boat. And they can't believe it. They got their own fucking sailboat. They got the Love Boat here. This is fucking crazy. Fucking Benny's gonna be Captain Kirk and fucking Mikey's gonna be Spock. They got their fucking ship. And they open the door downstairs. They can hang out, a little sofa, whatever. And they were fucking, that's it. Benny was already thinking fucking Benito tours. He was fucking gonna go all around New York City. Okay, so here's what they did. They were gonna go one day. They were gonna clean out the fucking boat, make it fucking all cleaned out, ready to go. Okay, this is before, you know, Dummy's Guide to Sailing. These two motherfuckers get on the boat, and the day of fucking, they finish all their cleaning and stuff like that. They said, fuck it, let's take this thing out for a spin. having never been on a fucking boat. The only moving thing they've ever been on is a police car and a subway, probably a city bus. So they get in this fucking boat, and it starts moving, and the Hudson River flows out to the ocean. So you motherfuckers are already understanding what's going on. So here's the deal. I'm not a sailboat person, but I have some experience with sailboats. That's something that, you know, Benny should have never fucked with, and Mike should have never followed. So all of a sudden, Benny and Mike, they start fucking floating down, and they're fucking having a wonderful time. Benny's catching a tan. Everything's working out. Mikey's like, what the fuck is going on? We're moving. Fucking passing New York. Fucking passing, seeing fucking the old days World Trade Center. All of a sudden, they see the Statue of Liberty building. They say like, hey, how you doing? They're fucking passing the Statue of Liberty, the Staten Island Ferry. I mean, these fucking guys are going out. One problem. It's okay when you're on the Hudson, because basically one thing. This fucking thing started to open up to the mouth of the Atlantic Ocean, fucking New Jersey, Staten Island. That's where the fucking great white sharks are at. And all of a sudden, Benny and Mike, they told me this. They knew at a point when the Statue of Liberty, he said, when I stopped seeing her face, he said, I knew we were in danger. There was no going back. Now, this fucking boat had no flares, no life preservers, no radio, nothing. It was nothing but, help! Help! So fucking every boat that would go by, they were like, help! Fucking waving shirts and people waving back, hey, how you doing? Not having any fucking idea that these motherfuckers were going into the abyss. And they kept fucking floating away. Now you may think, why didn't they move the sail in some position, try to turn the boat around? Because they had no idea on how to position a sailboat in order to go, you know, with the wind to take it. That takes people a while. That tacking, man, that takes a while. But anyway, at a certain point, Manhattan was at a distance. They didn't focus, see, man, and you saw it like in the distance. And these motherfuckers are just going, and the fucking afternoon is coming, and they're just going. And Mikey told me that the first time his heart fucking disappeared is when a fucking wave took him down and took him up. Took him down and took him up, and they had no fucking idea waves existed in the New York metropolitan area. None. So all of a sudden, night starts to fall. These two momos don't even have a flashlight. They got like a big lighter. They're out there in the fucking ocean, and it's just like to the point, like in the distance, they would see like a boat going by. They'll be like, help! They're fucking tired. They're fucking hot. They can't believe it. They think they're gonna die at any moment. Fucking Benny has no idea what the fuck they're gonna do. And what happens? All of a sudden, a fucking Coast Guard vessel fucking comes up out of nowhere, just fucking surprises them. And it just fucking says, you know, how you doing, guys? We're doing a Coast Guard safety inspection. Fucking Benny said, fuck your mother, get me on that fucking boat. I'm not staying on this thing. Now, you can't board a Coast Guard boat. You just can't, because motherfuckers are thinking out there doing some nefarious shit. Benny didn't give a fuck. He told me that he grabbed the first rail and started to climb. It looked like Benny was assaulting the Coast Guard. And Mikey was like, he never even saw, he didn't even know what the Coast Guard was. Obviously, somebody called in, yeah, he's trying to come onto the boat, and it was like a squabble. All of a sudden, there was a fucking helicopter over fucking Benny and Mike. Because there's a Coast Guard station in Staten Island. That's where they fucking took him. No, it's not Staten Island. There's an island outside. There's like a little fucking island right next to Staten Island. Anyway, Benny and Mike were arrested by the Coast Guard and fucking taken like fucking Al-Qaeda to this fucking Coast Guard base. And they were checking the fucking information, who owns the boat, the whole thing, who's it registered to. Benny and Mike didn't get into that. They just started the fucking the world tour stuff. So I remember that night, Benny's father calls me up and he says, do you know where my son's at? I'm like, nah, they haven't come back from cleaning the boat. He says, I gotta go get them now. So I'm like, where are they? 79th Street still? He says, no, the federal government has them on a Coast Guard base. I told his father, please take me with you. Let me tell you something, the Coast Guard, you're some cool motherfuckers. But you should have arrested fucking Betty. He didn't mean anything bad. He was fucking terrified. And Mike was fucking frozen. Mike, I think he saw Jaws out there. You know, it's funny because before that shit happened to them, I swear to God, we were talking to this fucking cat that lives in this building right over here. You guys know the actor Christopher Walken? Okay? You know Christopher Walken. Well, he lives over here, like 105th, 6th, wherever. And the building, we're always in the building, whatever. But one of the cats that knows him was fucking telling us about, in New Jersey, it was where the real story of Jaws happened. It wasn't up in the Cape Cod area. It was down there. He was telling us how this fucking shark in the summertime was fucking people up and going into the river and snatching fat people. So he already fucked us up. That's how New York is. New York, you don't know who you bump into. But Mike, that fucking story when the fucking lights went out and it was black and he couldn't even see Benny and all he felt was the fucking waves going up and down. Let me tell you something. This was the year after we beat up the fucking priest. I know Mikey was thinking, God, I didn't fucking want to do it, but he hit Benny and Lou fucking swung at him. You fucking stupid motherfucker. What made you fucking think you could take a fucking sailboat out into the fucking ocean? I mean, listen, not for nothing. Them getting arrested, they didn't get like arrested. They got like detained and fined, all kinds of stuff. And I laughed about it because, you know, Benny got the boat back a couple of days later. So a couple of the cats at the marina, they showed him how to fucking do the boat. So Benny, at the end of the day, we used to fucking with him all the time. Because while regular fucking guys were riding bicycles and hanging out, Benny had a sailboat on 79th Street. And he was sailing around. So when we used to go cut class, once he became a master sailor, fucking Benny went completely into it. The fucking Coast Guard guys, they adopted him. It was really a cool situation. But all I know that night, we almost lost Benny and Mike to God knows what sea monsters are out there. So, you motherfuckers, you know, I just can't with you people. That story completely left my fucking mind. I was just thinking about the whole fucking thing. And you know what? I had to share because you motherfuckers have become celebrities on this thing. So, Benito, man, what made you think you can climb onto a Coast Guard vessel, man? We still don't, because that's what triggered these motherfuckers to like grab them. So that's it, motherfuckers. There's your Benito story for tonight, the Love Boat one. Okay, so because I know that, listen, this is not the whole AMC community likes the off humor Benito story, mad cow and other kind of stuff. I say I don't give a fuck. But for the ones that do this, we pass a lot of time. So when you're looking at the ticket going you got something to laugh at. Okay, so I think that if Benito was to ever do some type of a fucking business like that, sailing a boat around New York City, he would be a millionaire. Fucking insane. So, that's it. By the way, you should see Benny work with stocks. This motherfucker talks to the line. Don't, why you gotta do that for? Nah. Fuck this shit. I swear to God, I think he sometimes wants to turn the phone so the fucking drop isn't that powerful. Love you, motherfuckers. Malia. Don't take a fucking sail around New York with Benny. You'll have a blast, but you may not come back, okay?